Let's get to Demi Lovato, who is engaged. She shared the news on Instagram that her man, Max Ehrich, popped the question on the beach. Demi wrote, "I knew I loved you the moment I met you." Max was an actor on Young and the Restless, and he says he's infinitely in love. These two started dating after flirty exchanges on social back in March, right when quarantine happened. So they've only been together for a few months. How do you guys feel about it?
I'm happy for her. I really am happy for her. I mean, if this is what makes them happy, I mean, I can understand being in a relationship during quarantine and feeling like you've been together for 4 years instead of 4 months. It really does speed up the process of, like, we have been on top of each other 24 hours a day for months at hand. Like, it definitely adds up. And I feel like they obviously feel like they're in a place to get engaged. I mean, that ring it's a big ring. It's large.
It is
large
a
ring. Yes, large. It's got some side stones. It's doing.
Should we talk
doing
about
a lot.
it? I mean, do we all need to be soap stars? I mean, that is worth some checks.
Yeah.
I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put my jealousy aside and put my envy aside because I'm a single ass man. And I'm going to say that, yes, I do sometimes believe people move quickly, but this quarantine has pushed things quicker. But just because you get engaged doesn't mean that you are now planning a wedding. It means that you're planning to spend the rest of your life together. So you take that time in between the engagement and the wedding to figure out how you're going to do this and if you can do this. I think that's a misconception that people have. So if I get engaged after 4 months, don't be a hater. Just let me ride this out for a minute. Give me 2 years. I'm going to plan my wedding. If I get married after 4 months of knowing you, then call the cops.
Yeah, that's when we should be worried?
That's when you should be worried.
I just think it's one of those things, like, I agree with Justin. I feel like everybody as a society is so obsessed with, like, they're engaged. When's the wedding? When's the wedding? Like, people care so much, put so much emphasis on wedding and when you're having a baby. After the wedding, it's like, I don't know why people care so much. Like, what's the big deal? Like, they'll get married eventually, or maybe they'll just be together forever and they're not going to have a wedding. Like, engagement to me at this point in, like, the world doesn't mean you're getting married in a year and you have the time to plan. Like, people are going to do what they want.
Yeah, and side note, Max has been in love with Demi for years. He has been trying to get with this woman for years, you guys. Been tweeting her, trying to get to know her. They finally met. She realized, okay, this is a person who is truly here for me and is down for me. And she has been through so much. I think she knows what she actually wants. And, you know, quarantine, it expedites everything. You either find out if this is the person you want to spend your life with, or you find out this is the person I absolutely cannot stand more than 2 days in a row.
100%. And I will say one thing, and I'm not being shady. I'm not being shady because I'm truly happy for this woman. She has been through a lot. She is, you know, well beyond a year, so I trust that she knows what she's doing. But a lot of times when you have conquered one addiction, you kind of sort of pick up another one. And I've been in a relationship with somebody who was a love addict, who was formerly an alcoholic, and it's a little scary. I just hope that she has, like, this is not part of that. That's what I hope. That's what I hope.
That she's not rushing into anything.
But I'm happy for you,
Yeah. We are happy for you, Demi.